There's nothing like chilling with my girls. Just me and my divas taking over the world. Hey, divas. Hey, divas. Let me tell you now,
What's up, divas? And what's up, divas? It's your girl April, and it is finally time for Real Talk Diva. So I have been asked in basically emails and mentioned, when are you gonna do Real Talk Diva time from like my prior channels? That was like one of the best times to do videos for me. I really enjoyed them because I didn't have to show any products or things like that. I didn't have to do like a demonstration. I just was sitting here like talking with you guys, and I really enjoyed that. So I decided I would bring it back. Of course, I had to wait for like emails from subscribers or just from people in general with an issue or a question, or just basically asking me what should they do. So for this segment of Real Talk video, it's about time we get it back on and popping. As you ladies know, like on my prior channel, when I used to do Real Talk video, I would always use like a wig that I had, and I would use that as the person, because you know the wigs have names, you know, Freya, Sally, May, whatever, you know, something like that. And I would always use that as the writer or the person who emailed me. I would use that as their name because I would never want to give out anyone's full name, even though you would never know who it is. So I don't have any wigs like that laying around anymore, but we will just rename the person as they go along, because I'm pretty sure nobody wants me to give their username. I would never give a username or anything like that. So yes, so I'm like really excited to do a Real Talk video. Finally, it's about time. But before I do that, a lot of people are like, they ask me why I moved to Arizona, things like that. It was just for a change. Yes, I am still married, for those who want to know. No, my husband is, he's not in Arizona right now. He is in New York. And yes, he did well, no, nobody knew, but yes, he did end up going back to prison for, I think it was like 22 months, something like that. And so I decided, you know what, I need a break for him, because sometimes you need to grow up, and that's what he needs to do. So that's my real talk about myself. You know, sometimes life situations are challenging. Nobody is perfect in that world, and I never portray myself to be perfect. I'm just a normal girl, a normal grown woman who is just like everybody else. So yes, I am married, and I am still with my husband, and he is in New York. So we are still together. We speak to each other every day, and he is getting his shit together. So also, for those of you who don't know, I do have a grandson who is 1.5. He was born in January 2012, right? January 2013. January 12th was his birthday. So he was born January 12th, 2013. And he is 1.5, and he is my sweetheart. That is my first grandson. However, and that is from my oldest son, who is 22. And he is in New York with his son and his girlfriend. So they have their own little family thing going on. However, I do have some other news that I am adding a new addition to our family. And no, I'm not pregnant, okay? I'm too old for that. My daughter, who is 19, she is having a baby. So I'm about to be Gigi for the second time around. Okay, yes, I go by Gigi because I don't want to be called grandma. So Gigi is my name, which stands for, I said it stands for granny girl. Granny girl, because I thought it was cute. But other people say it stands for glam grandma. But that's what that's what their take is. But it's for me, it's granny girl, okay? So I'm going to be Gigi for a second time around again in January. My daughter's baby is due January 8th, and she's having a boy too. So 2 grandsons, both in January. I would say, when am I going to get a granddaughter, but I'll just leave that out of it because I'm fine with 2 grandkids, okay? Don't make me older than what I already am. So with that being said, we will be having a virtual baby shower for her in November. I will post the information below, which means a virtual baby shower is, it will be live feed. So you guys are all invited. You can watch live feed of the baby shower, and I will post all the information below of the baby shower and information, things like that. So let's get on to Real Talk Diva time, okay? So here we go. I was emailed by, we're going to call her Chantel. Chantel sent me an email, and she basically wanted to know, what do I feel about being called wifey? How do I feel about that? What is my take on the word wifey? Do I think that the relationship is serious when someone calls you a wifey, or do I think that it is bullshit? How would I feel if someone was to call me wifey? Now, to be honest with you, Chantel, and you ladies are all welcome to post your opinions below. Let's not be too harsh. But to my opinion, I wouldn't be too happy if anybody called me wifey. Back in the day, see, I'm 40. Back in the day when I had a boyfriend, we was 16, you know, he called me wifey. That's more or less to me something that a teenager would say. It's not a real adult thing that a grown man would want to call their girlfriend or their woman or their actual wife. To me, my take on the word wifey is nothing really serious. Like, this is just in my opinion, you know, so don't feel offended, but to me, wifey material is basically, well, she's the main bitch. She's the main one. Like, there's some other ones that y'all don't know about, but wifey is the main one. It's the one that go with me whenever, like, go with me to functions, family gatherings, out to dinner, out in public, things like that. That's wifey. That was wifey material. You know, I'm not saying I'm gonna marry her, but she's wifey material. You know what I'm saying? Like, she the main boo, she the main bitch. That's what I feel like wifey. That's what I feel like the word wifey means. When you're a grown up, when you're an adult, a grown man, you shouldn't really be going around calling your woman that you've been with for a certain amount of time wifey. If that's what you want to do, then I would prefer you not to say that around me. You know what I mean? If that's what you're going to do around your boys, and that's like in a different part of the world. That's you in your own world, your own zone. Do that then. But I would really prefer not to be called wifey. That's nothing that I would really be proud of, to be called wifey. You know what I mean? So to me, I feel as if it's a kind of like an insult to me. I would rather you call me your woman. When you introduce me or you say what I am in general, if we're just having a conversation or you're introducing me to someone, I would rather the man say, this is my woman here. To me, saying this is my woman here just sounds more affectionate. This sounds like more mature. It sounds like you're more into me, you're more caring, and that means that it also to me sounds like I am a part of something with you. I am a part of you. We are in a serious, committed relationship. This is my woman right here. And opposed to saying this is my wifey right here, to me, just saying this is my wifey right here sounds like something that little kids say. And when I say little kids, I'm talking about little teenagers from back in the day, you know what I mean? That was something that was back in my day. And yeah, they still use that terminology, wifey. Some dudes still, some guys, you know, some men, they still use it because they so old school. They haven't grasped reality yet. Like, look, this 2014. Women do not want to be called wifey. They want to either be called my woman or this is my wife. You know, I'd rather be someone's wife than someone's wifey. Because to me, that's just like some fake terminology. That's just like basically saying to me, yeah, she the main one. She not the wife, but she wifey material. Like, I could marry her. I might want to marry her. But it ain't set in stone. However, I'm your woman, to me, it just sounds like a lot better, a lot more mature. You know what I mean? It just sounds a whole lot better than being called wifey. And now if we engaged, yeah, you can call me, this is my fiance, or this is my woman. But it just brings up red flags to me whenever you like, this is my wifey. Yeah, this is my wifey right here. I just feel like it's an insult to a woman. Personally, I would get really offended if I was called wifey. Like, my husband has called me that once, and that was before we were married. But remember, we was kind of young then too. So I really didn't think much of it. He was my boyfriend at the time. I became wife. You know what I'm saying? But when I think of it now, he did try to slip up once and call me wifey when we were, you know, married. And I had to let him know, no, I ain't nobody's wifey, okay? I ain't your boo, neither. Don't call me none of that. I'm your wife, and that's what I am. So as my take on it, it's not like to me, I'd rather be called your woman or your wife. I just kind of take it as offensive. And that might be because I'm a little bit old school. You know, I am 40 years old. But I think that being called wifey is something more for like teenagers that would do. When you're a grown man and a grown woman, you don't want to use that type of terminology. So that is just my take on it. So ladies and gents, Leave your comments below. Give Chantel your opinion and what you think of it. And if you have a topic or you have a situation that you would like for me to discuss, you can always email at MuffinIsMyLovers2012@gmail, and I will put that information below and post in the subject line Real Talk Diva, and I will get back to you. So on that note, stay diva and divalicious, and I'll be back soon with some more Real Talk Diva.